He's a man whose feats have inspired millions of Indians the world over. Our very own Grandmaster, a world champion, Vishwanathan Anand. And today I have the opportunity to speak to him at a time when he has turned author as well with his new book, Mind Master. Anand, thank you so much for speaking with us on ET Now today. Let me dive right in and get to the book, why you felt the need to write it and what that process really means for you.
I have dabbled in this writing an autobiography for a while now, and but there are many things, at the end something or the other would go wrong and the book didn't happen. Then 2 years ago with Hatchet, we came up with this idea to use the 50th birthday as a very convenient natural deadline, and this time it worked. So we finished the book in time, and it's a big relief to have it out. It is not an autobiography. It's more, we took a different structure. I take a lot of the moments that were most significant to me, or I felt that I really wanted to talk to other people about, discuss them, and then talk about what is it I learned from those moments or why they meant so much to me. So, really life lessons, but clearly there's a huge part of my story there as well. And I believe that now also it is in a way the right moment to look back. So that was helpful.
Why do you think it's the right moment to look back? Happy 50th, by the way, and it seems like you work well to deadlines. But is this sort of a recap of your most, high points or glorious moments? What is it that you see ahead for yourself as well?
So I say the right moment to look back because clearly if this book had happened 10 years ago, I was still playing World Championship matches. There might have been one or two more stories to tell. It's not like I'm still playing actively and I'm still competing, so I hope to have good results. But I feel that many of the significant highlights have happened and I could get them all in the book. And I also believe that I was more open now, that I got to the stage where I just felt comfortable telling my story, not holding back, and being happy to set the record straight on many things. So in that sense, yes, I'm able to look back with a lot of perspective, talk about what it is I learned, and share that.
So what was the toughest moment to sort of pen down, which you thought about, should I put this out in the public eye? There are a lot of interesting anecdotes, and you've talked about, defeats, blocks that you've reached. But what was that one tough moment that you thought about, should I put it in the book or not?
It isn't so much a tough moment. I mean, I can say that I've put the hard ones and the nice ones in. I haven't left anything out, what was most significant. And I didn't hold back on anything. But the way I phrased it might have, there are ways of phrasing it that I did not feel were appropriate for a book.
For example?
Nonetheless,
For example?
Well, no, I simply state things in a more measured way. So I talk about our rivalry. I hint that our feelings at some point might have gotten ahead of each other, but there's no need to get graphic about it. I would say that. But my most painful defeats, my most happy moments, it's all in there, and I could speak now because enough time has passed that they're no longer painful, and I can even defeats that bothered me horribly then I could talk about. So I can't think of anything I've actually left out that I wanted to say.
One excerpt I read actually was about how your father sort of challenged that you'd never be world champion, and you didn't take it to heart because he was just ribbing you. But just give me your insights to what it really takes to move from being a pretty good player or good at what you do, and this is a lesson for everyone listening, and go to the next level, because you talk about those blocks you faced as well. What are the biggest lessons you can impart from that?
So this is a very nice story about my father ribbing me, and I mention it because, and I say that my own attitude to it was